Hello, YouTube. I'm back after a short break, and I'm going to try out something new today. I'm going to be going over a movie I recently watched and giving my honest review of it and my thoughts and all of that. Um, so people have really been, first of all, I just want to say people have really been clamoring for me to get back on YouTube and keep making more content. Like after that last video, like people have just been demanding that I keep putting out more content. So I just want to thank everyone for that. All my fans that I got so far. Um yeah, if you haven't seen that one, make sure you go and like and subscribe to my channel. Here's my cat. He loves hanging out with me. Don't worry, he likes when I trap him. Don't you, Draco? Don't you? Oh, don't you, Draco? Alright, go. Flee. But anyway, yeah, so the movie, I'm going to be giving my honest, there's a glare in my glasses. I don't like it. But, okay, so anyway, the movie I'm going to be talking about today, you guys might have seen it, and if you haven't seen it yet, oh, that's why there, I look better. Oh, my shirt's getting all creased. I want you guys to see. I'm wearing a Deftones shirt. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see. It's it's from the Ohms album. It's a good album. I like that one. Anyway, what was I talking about? All right, so you guys may have seen it. Uh, if not, there's gonna be spoilers ahead. So if you haven't seen this movie yet, you might want to click pause on the video and go, oh, why is it so blurry over here? Oh, I don't know. So, the movie I'm going to be talking about today, if you haven't seen it already, you should go, like I was saying, pause the video. Don't close out of it completely. Just pause it and go check out this movie. It's pretty good. Uh, that's, a, that's a little spoiler already. Sorry. Anyway, the movie is called Midsommar. Uh, I'm not sure if it's like midsummer, mid or is it just midsummer? I'm not I'm not sure. The way it's spelled looks like it's like midsummer or something like that. But okay, so this is supposed to be a scary movie. Spoilers ahead from now on. So yeah, it wasn't really that scary. I'll be honest. It wasn't a bad movie or anything, but you know, not all scary movies gotta be scary. You know, like which I appreciated that aspect of the movie. Like it wasn't gonna do like the normal scary movie thing where it's like I'm scared. No, just let you watch the movie. All right. So, anyways, the movie starts off pretty much with the main character Danny. She's getting some like scary messages from her sister, which they show like does this like pretty often. She's like always trying to get attention and all that. She's like, look at me, I'm gonna kill everybody, ah. And her boyfriend is just like reassuring her, like, oh, it's no big deal, like, it's your sister, that's what she does. But then she ends up killing uh, their parents and herself. So it's like shit. Like she actually went through with it this time. Like nothing you can really do. Like I assume she was like having depression or something like that. Some mental health shit, but it doesn't really get that much into it in the movie. It doesn't really explain. There's no really deeper meaning to it. Like, she was sad, so she killed herself and her parents, and that's kind of just like the setup. And yeah, you know, Danny's pretty sad about it, 'cause like that was like her mom and dad and shit. It was her sister. Now they're all dead, so they're not real. She's not real happy about it. And meanwhile, her boyfriend, this is right before that happened. He was like hanging out with his friend group, and his friends they're not good people. Like, they're trying to be like, this is before her sister killed her family and all that shit. But they're like, oh, break up with her, bro. Like, we want you to be one of the boys chilling with us. You're always hanging out with your fucking girlfriend. They're pretty selfish. That's the word I would use to describe it. And he's like, man, I don't know. I feel like if I break up with her, I'm gonna regret it. Like, he's like on the fence. Like, of course, he's not gonna be like, he's with his boys. He's not gonna be like, no, I ain't fucking breaking up with her. Like, that's my girl. But yeah, he doesn't commit to breaking up with her. And as far I've only seen the movie one time, I just watched it last night, and didn't seem like he really wanted to break up with her. But so after her sister kills her family and all that shit, like, obviously you can't break up with her now. Like, you know, if he did, everyone would be like, wow, what a piece of shit, breaking up with his girlfriend right after while she's going through all this shit. But that's pretty much the setup to the movie. And then one of the friends in the group, he's like, I don't know, I guess he moved there from Sweden and he's just living in America, I presume. I don't know if it was like a foreign exchange type situation, or no, I think he was there for college. Yeah, because they're all in college by now. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he lived there for how long. That probably was mentioned at some point, but I don't really remember. Yeah, one of their friends from Sweden is like trying to invite them back home because like they're trying to all like write some kind of thesis and like do some, I assume, like some graduate degree bullshit. So they're like, yeah, go to Europe, get some different like cultural experience, all that shit. So they come with the Swedish dude to Sweden and introduce them to like this little colony that he's living in, or that he grew up in. Because they're getting exposed to a different culture. They have different beliefs and ways of doing shit. Like, they're basically like some Amish shit. Like, not not living in the modern world. They all wear like the same kind of clothes and shit. Like, they're fucking stuck in the 1800s or something. I don't really know. I'm not. I'll be honest. History isn't my. It's not my strong suit. But they're basically living in the past still, because they're just like a little community out there in Sweden, and that's their thing. Good for them, honestly. But no judgment or anything. That's just what they're doing. Oh shit! What happens next in the movie? Sorry, I'm doing this on the fly. I'm trying to recap the movie in my brain, and so I can remember it and give this review. Give me just a second while I try to remember. Alright, so they go to the community. Uh, so basically they're just all doing fairly normal, like, shit that you would expect. And So it's always daytime too. At some point they start taking some like mushrooms and like having a little trip off of that, but I don't feel like that's really too important. But yeah, so they're in this community, and it's always like daytime pretty much, cause I guess where Sweden is, like the sun doesn't go down for very long during like the this like time of the year. So they're in this community, which is celebrating like some festival they do every 90 years, I think. And so they spend a day there. Everything's fairly normal. And okay, so the group of people, it's Danny, the main character, her boyfriend Christian, uh, Pell, Peel, Pell, Pelly. That's the name of the Swedish dude that's from this place that pretty much like invites them all out there. Um, then there's another dude. He's the guy who played Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's just like another friend from college that's there. So that's four of them. Uh, and then five, um, some dude from college who is like he's the one that they kind of think is like really wanting to do the thesis on this place. Like his fucking college thesis. Something about anthropology. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. But yeah, he's trying to do that. And then there's this other couple. They're from England or something, but they're kind of part of like another friend group. But they're like outsiders too, and it's just like this chick and this dude. I don't even remember their names. Like honestly, they're who gives a shit about them, to be honest. And there's the dude that invited them too, which is like he's honestly not important. I'd take him off my finger count even, because I don't even know that dude. I don't know. All right. So, anyways, they're all chilling there. All it's all like fairly like normal and tame and all that shit. Then they start the first day of the ritual. Man, I don't know if you guys want me to recap the whole movie. Like, I don't feel like I need to go through like piece by piece of the movie. That'd take forever. That would take forever at this point. Like, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I just decided right now I'm not gonna go scene by scene through the movie. I'm just gonna get to it. I'm gonna assume you've all seen the movie. You don't need me to tell you what happens. Like, these fucking old people jump off the cliff, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, and it's just like this chick, the main character, like, you don't really notice it's happening until the end, but she's like slowly like integrated into this cult basically that they're all living in. Like, pretty much that's the point of what they're trying to do, I guess. I'm not sure if that was really the point or if that was just like a happy accident kind of thing. No, I think they were definitely intending to incorporate her into their cult, because for one, she looks pretty Swedish already. They're like, yeah, this chick kind of like fits in. Like, look at her, she looks pretty Swedish. Like, she might have been fucking like second generation like Sweden. I don't know, but they definitely were trying to, cause Peel, like, he has a high emotional intelligence and was able to be like, damn, this chick is going through some shit and she lost her whole family, so maybe she'll want to join the cult. Like, she's like a prime, like, what do they call it? Candidate. Candid candidate. Yeah. She was like, they were like, yeah, that's like the kind of people that we think might want to join our cult. Which I don't know if they like often have like new outside people joining their cult, or if this is like a once in a fucking like 90 years or whatever type of situation where they're like, yeah, we better bring someone new in, or if it's like semi often or what exactly. But yeah, I think it was part of the plan. You could tell for sure. Like the cogs were moving in Pell's head about that happening. But anyway, it's gonna be a long ass video, guys. I'm already 15 minutes in. Something about this movie. Oh, yeah. So he was trying to get her in the cult for sure. And you see her, which at least me personally, which I pay a lot of attention. Like I try to like pick up on what's happening in movies, you know? Like I try and look at the details, but I didn't really realize that she was like becoming like indoctrinated into this cult really not even until the end. Like when she has that little dance, like you can tell like they gave her some fucking like drugs or some shit and she's like having a good time, but I didn't really I wasn't really thinking like, oh, she might like want to like become like a permanent addition to this little thing they got going. I didn't really wasn't really ever thinking that. But yeah, so then at like the end of the movie, like this is really like the deciding moment where she's I guess everyone is waiting to find out like who she's going to side with because she's given the choice of like the final sacrifice. It's going to be either an outsider or like one of the people that are already in this cult, which I have no fucking clue what they call themselves. I forgot. Yeah, it doesn't matter. No one cares really. But yeah, that's like the deciding moment. So it's like some random cult person, I think. I don't even know if it's like a named character or it's like her boyfriend, you know, Christian, which they just fucking. The movie spends the entire fucking movie trying to make this dude look. They're trying to fucking do him wrong, you know? They're trying to paint him as a bad guy. 'Cause you see the movie kind of from Danny's perspective. But if you think about the movie afterwards, like, this dude never did anything wrong, you know? Like, maybe he wanted to break up with Danny. I'm not convinced of it. It seemed like more his friends were trying to, like, push that. But even if he did want to break up with Danny, it's like, what are you gonna do? Fucking kill the guy because he wants to break up with his girlfriend? Like, that's his right, really. If you want to break up with your girlfriend, like, you can. If it's not working, you know. And then, what else? Yeah, that's like one of the main things. And then it's like he doesn't end up breaking up with her. And if you are of the belief that he wanted to, you might think like, oh, just because her family all died in like this suicide murder thing, it's like you still gotta do the right thing and break up with her because it's like the right. It's gonna hurt for her, but you know it's the right thing to do. Cause like if you don't want to be with her, you can't keep letting her live this lie. But it's like on the other hand, it's like if you do, you still look like you're a piece of shit, like breaking up with her while she's going through all this shit. But you know, it's like he's there for her. You know, going through the shit. He doesn't break up with her. Like he stays with her. He invites her on the trip to Sweden, which he doesn't really think she's gonna come for some reason. But you know, it's not like he doesn't invite her. Like he invites her. Like she comes. Like and he's not making a big deal about it. Like it wasn't really part of his plan. It's supposed to be a boys' trip. Like they were gonna hit up some like Swedish fucking like titty bars and like just have a fucking like fun college like Swedish summer thing before they go to this fucking like weird shit they're going to for like academic reasons, But that's not the point. He doesn't do anything wrong. Like think about it. Yeah, just take a moment right now and think what did he do wrong? And I know what you're probably thinking of. Like he cheated on her. Like he went and banged that fucking redheaded chick in the cult. But he was fucking coerced into it. And if you watch the movie, he tries to resist it at every moment. Like you never really see him like trying to pursue that chick who is fucking like doing everything she can. They're trying to like plant the seed of like him getting with her from the very beginning. They're like, "Oh, she's like allowed to have sex now." And he's like, "Okay, good for her. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm with my bitch, Danny. She's my bitch. Like I ain't trying to fucking mess around with no one else." And this chick's putting fucking like love runes and fucking like pubic hair in his food, like the whole 9 yards, trying to fucking like get this dude's dick. And he's not really about it. And it's like, whenever she's off doing the dance thing, they like give him some. That's when like they give him like the drugs and shit to like lower his inhibitions, and he tries to resist that too. He's like, no, I better not. They're like, no, do it. And he's like, okay, YOLO. I'll take this fucking little whatever it is, some kind of drink, but it fucks him up basically. And then she like leaves the scene, and she like looks at him. She's like, hey, let's go. And he's like, nah, man, I'm gonna chill here. And it isn't until the fucking they basically do everything in their power to fucking force him into doing this shit, which clearly he doesn't want to do. And not to mention, you want to say like he cheated on her, like after she got done doing her little like May Queen dance, like she just gives a big old kiss to this dude, the fucking Peel dude. And it's like, that's pretty fucked up. Like, your boyfriend's sitting over here, like, he's trying to be supportive, and they're trying to give him all this temptation and shit, and he's being a good boyfriend, and he's not falling for it. But then she gives him this big old kiss, and he's like, they fucking force him into doing it. Not cool. And then, you see, it's all just a setup for him. Because then, they make it, like, they give him some shit, so he's still, like, banging her by the time she gets back. So that way, whenever she gets back from blessing the crops or whatever the fuck they wanted her to do, um, like, she basically just, like, walks in on, like, him banging this chick, and there's, like, a bunch of, like, naked, like, Swedish chicks around, too, which, it's pretty cool scene, I guess, but, yeah, she fucking, like, walks up and sees that happening, so it's, like, and the whole movie kind of, like, predisposes you to empathize with Danny, but really it's just this dude being set up, and Danny being manipulated by the cult innocence to view him in that light. And then by the end of the movie, it's like where she's given the choice of like who they're gonna fucking essentially burn alive is what it comes out to. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna choose I'm gonna choose that dude. Like I just seen him banging some chick here, and it's like these people kind of accepted me. And this is when you find out she's been indoctrinated into the cult or whatever, because she's kind of feeling like, no, these people are my family. I'm not sacrificing my family now. I'm gonna sacrifice this piece of shit. And I feel like the movie kind of expects you to see where she's coming from and kind of be like, yeah, we're done the same thing. It's like, it's like, oh yeah, he was a bad boyfriend. He's not a good dude. He was trying to steal his friend's like little research project, which you actually find out isn't as cut and dry as that seems as well. Cause like you find out that he had also been like considering doing that himself, you know, like independently of that other dude who he was supposedly stealing it from. Because the other dude, his thesis or whatever was gonna be like more like it wasn't gonna be like very specific to this group. Like he was gonna research like a bunch of different groups, and this was just gonna be like one of them. Whereas he just wanted like this specific group to be the topic of his thesis. But what's that thing I was just doing? I was not digressing, so now I'm gonna digress. I think I don't really know what that means. I was on a tangent. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, so at the end of the movie, I I could be wrong. I'm trying to, have an opinion that other people are having an opinion, which I'm not sure other people are even having this opinion, but I feel like other people would have the opinion like good for her, like fuck that dude. Like but that's not how I see it. I see it as this dude did nothing wrong. He was innocent and he got which I mean, I feel like everyone probably like, yeah, he didn't deserve to die. But I feel like people were a lot more sympathetic to the fact that she chose him. Like they're probably like, yeah, fuck that dude. But not me. I'm fighting for Christian. He was a good guy. He was a good boyfriend. In the movie, I feel like tries to make you think otherwise. It's trying to get you to fucking be indoctrinated into the cult of thinking that he is a bad guy. See, that's how deep this movie is. Anyways, I'll give the movie 3 stars, and you should definitely check it out. And that's 3 stars out of 5 stars. Ah. Yeah, make sure you watch my other videos on YouTube and hit the like button and the subscribe and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of my opinion about this movie, because I think it was a pretty good movie. Not amazing movie. Not horrible movie. I'd say it's an above average movie. So make a comment below of if you think movie is better or if you think movie is worse than I say, or if I say anything that is factually incorrect or opinion that you don't believe with me about, because I do only see this movie just the one time. This is my review. People have been asking for this review, so I do it. Have a nice day, everybody. This is Nick getting off.